Okay, so this, of course, is the first Raw after Clash of Champions. We begin with Roman Reigns Rusev. Roman Reigns still sent the injury from the night before, and these two guys beat the daylights out of each other for about the first half an hour. Great Hossy match. Crowd actually kind of hand Roman, which is interesting. It's like they found the right opponent for Roman. And Rusev can absorb some losses and still look dominant because he puts in a really solid performance and he beats down Reigns. Ends in a double count out because they continue to fight to the outside. All right, not bad, not a bad opener. I dig that. Bayley has a squash match. Okay. Since Sheamus and Cesaro went to a no contest, they will get a title match. Tag title match. That to work together. Nice impassioned speech by Foley. It's like, you two are some of the best guys I've ever seen. You brought the best in each other. You two deserve to have a title opportunity. Work together and make the magic happen. So they take on two jobbers. The crowd does a "Let's go jobbers" chant. But Zarkin is like, come on! And squashes it. So Cesaro and Sheamus destroy two random guys. Okay. The club takes on the New Day. Gallows throws Kofi head first into the steps and just... You can tell Kofi eats it. When you see that, it's like a ketchup pack goes off. When he gets back in the ring for the finish, he is the proverbial Crimson Mask. They were the Trouble in Paradise. You can tell he got hurt, and also buy time. He's the finish. And once that match is done, they look forward. He's just a bloody mess. He looks like Ric Flair or Dusty Rhodes in any of their matches in the 80s. Xavier jumps in with the towel, clean his face, and they show him. He's just blood from his mouth. He looked horrible. So a club again doesn't get the job done. But now we know the New Day is going to take on the ragtag team of Cesaro and Sheamus. Okay. Charlotte has her promo, talks about she's still amazing. She beat two of the best women ever. Sasha comes down, she's like, hey, you didn't beat me. You beat Bayley. Charlotte's like, you will have your rematch next week. And then, of course, Sasha beats both Charlotte and Dana. Okay. Keep the storyline going. I can dig that. So if you didn't catch Clash of Champions, don't worry. They gave you 2 matches for free. And they'll give you a couple more next week. They do a cruiserweight match. Swan and Alexander take on Drew Gulak and Lindsay Dorado. Gulak's theme music is horrible. He needs to have that, heel, I'm going to stretch you and hurt you music. He needs, an evil Daniel Bryan theme song. Crowd, not really into the match. And the match is good, but in the CWC, they would have given this match 3 more minutes and it would have been fantastic. There's a lot of get your spots in, get the finish. Crowd pops from spots here and there. Beyond that, I think the crowd was kind of drained by that point. TJ Perkins. And that forward flip with the hood is part of his entrance. It's pretty sweet. He takes on Tony Nese. Crowd kind of pops for Nese a little bit. Then we get CM Punk chants. Dude, that's so 2 minutes and 14 seconds ago. He left the E over 2 years ago. At this point in time, I think that the E needs to start going in. Who do we get for chants? Random chants? Do you want to give them a televised show? Do you want to give them house shows? And to start finding, like, here's the 200 times you go to house shows, is either the crowd is dead or they're kind of a jerky crowd. If the crowd is bored, chant boring. Or sit on your hands and chant nothing. Start taking the crowds that suck, or they're like, we're going to get ourselves over. No. You people in the ring who are almost going to kill themselves to keep you entertained, you don't care. Sorry, you're not getting a Raw or SmackDown. You're going to get a house show. If you could afford to, start actually going to the towns and going, your town sucks. You don't get a live event. Sorry. So, Perkins won. Not a bad match. Not a great match. It's a good match. It showcased Tony Nese, made him look good, and it got over the heart and resiliency of TJ Perkins. All right. I can live with that. Works. You're not missing anything. Beyond that massive Roman Reigns Rusev match, everything else was really kind of short segments. Mick confronts Stephanie about Triple H showing up last night. Okay. They talk about the injury to Seth Rollins. Okay. We get to the main event. It is a highlight reel. Jericho and Owens. Okay. Good job. Seth comes down. They're like, no, you're hurt. You can't get in the ring, Seth. Good. Nice playoff there. I can dig that. Did that a lot. Then Enzo and Big Cass come down. That's why we got a tag match. So good. Owens on the outside doing the whole like, oh, I'm dancing like Enzo. Oh, I'm dancing like Enzo. Great healing. Jericho solid healing. Owens solid healing. Enzo selling just beautifully. Hot tags to Big Cass. Cass has come a long way. The fact that they went from a comedy bit with a highlight reel and Jericho making mistakes on comedy as a punch in the mouth. No, you said you were going to come sit on my lap. But they picked 4 guys who the crowd isn't sick of them doing comedy. And I was like, you know what? It's good. Feeding that into a tag match. I was like, if Rollins actually is injured, I think Enzo, Big Cass, feuding with Owens and Jericho, like they did for SummerSlam, is just enough to get them through a couple of weeks. Because all they got to do is get through 4 Hell in a Cell.